Good morning, students. Now today we will be moving on to the last topic in our lesson, algebra. The last method rather, that is by solving two-step equations. Okay. So we'll start with example number 17 directly. I have taken all the 4 examples which are there and I'll explain it to you sequentially. 17th A, the sum goes like 13D plus 35 is equal to 74. Okay. So now as you can see, I have shown an arrow over here and I start explaining the sum. 13D. This 13D remains as it is over here. Now you know, we have to keep the variable, we have to get the value for the variable. So what will we do? We'll get the like terms together. So I take 35 on the other side of equal to. So you can see 35 is plus over here. I take it on the other side of equal to. I make it as minus. So this 74 is the same 74 here. Minus 35 is the one which I have taken it onto the other side. I subtract 35 from 74 and I get my answer as 39. So 13D is equal to 39. This is the 39 which I have got by subtracting 35 from 74. So to keep the value of D as constant, you get, see, we have 13 over here. So you keep the value of D constant over here and you take 39 because it is into multiplication. So you take 39 below, so you take 13, sorry, below 13 and divide it by, and 39 has to be divided by 30. 13 ones are and 39 and 13 ones, and it is 3 times 39. That gives you your answer as D is equal to 3. So this is your answer to the first sum. Now we move on to sum number 2. 3D upon 5 is equal to 75. What will I do? I'll keep this 3D as constant over here. Because it is division, I will multiply. So as you can see, 5 will be multiplied by 75. This 3D is the same 3D which I have got over here. And when you multiply 75 with 5, you will get your answer as 375. But we are yet not done with the answer. Now we need to find the value of D. So what will we again do? D will keep constant over here and 3 will take it below 375. So as you can see in the next step, D is equal to 375 upon 3. And then you divide. 3 ones are and 3 125 times is your answer. So D is equal to 125 as your answer for sum number 2 in 17th B. Let us move to sum number C. Sum number C. D upon 47 plus 50 is equal to 50. As usual, what will we do? We'll get the like terms together. So first you can see the two terms, the two numbers are here, they are similar. And it could be any number. Not necessarily it has to be a similar number, it could be any number. So first I'll keep the variable one here. D upon 47 remains as it is. The equal to sign is here. This 50 is the 50 here. And then I take this plus 50 on the other side of equal to. So I get as minus 50. Now I subtract 50 from 50 and I get my answer as 0. So what is left with me on the left hand side? My variable D upon 47 remains as it is, and on the right hand side I have the 0 which I have got after subtraction. So what will we do again? Because again it is into division, what will we do? We'll cross multiply. So D is equal to 47 into 0. 47 multiplied by 0. Anything multiplied by 0 will get 0 as the answer. And the last sum, D. Minus 81D plus 4 upon 5 is equal to 70. Now, okay. Again the like terms, this is 17 and this is 4 upon 5. Like terms in a way, they are the two constants. So I keep minus 81D on the left hand side. Equal to sign. I take 4 upon 5 on the other side of equal to. So it will become 17 minus 4 upon 5. Now I cross multiply. In the next step, 17 5 is 85. Minus 4 and the denominator is 5. So here we have 85 minus 4 upon 5. You subtract this and you get 81 upon 5. That is on the right hand side. But still on the LHS you have minus 81D. This 81, it still remains. is equal to 81 upon 5. This 81 upon 5. I need to find out the value for this d. So what will I do? I'll keep the d constant over here. In the next step you can see 81 upon 5 remains as it is, and I will take this 1 down in the denominator part, and when I take it into the denominator part I can write it as multiplied by 1 upon minus 81, because this is 81 and this also is 81. So 81 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon minus 81. Plus 81 and minus 81 gets cancelled. What do I remain with? Minus 1 upon 5. So the value of d is equal to minus 1 upon 5. This is my answer for sum number d. Okay. Students, now we moved on to the last topic in our lesson, algebra, today, and we finish off with the lesson after we are done with this topic. So the next topic is word problems. We'll start with the 18th sum. We'll solve example 18. I have written the question for you. It reads as 8 times a number. So we don't know the number. We don't know what number. We have to assume it. 8 times a number less 24 equals 32. What is the number? So as I said, we don't know the number. So starting with the solution. So let the number be x. We have to assume the variable. So let the number be x. 8 times the number. So 8 times 8 multiplied by that number, 8x. Less 24. So minus 24 equals to 32. Now again we need to find the value for this variable x. So what will I do in the next step? You can see I have shown minus 24 will go on the other side. So 8x remains as it is. 32 is the same 32 which I have written here. And minus 24 goes on to the right hand side and it becomes plus 24. Is equal to what? Is equal to the addition of this two. 32 and 24. I get 56 as my answer. But still the answer is not yet done. This 8x is the 8x here. And the 56 I have got by adding the two numbers. So now in order to still get the value of x, I will keep the x constant over here and I will divide 56 by 8. I will divide the 56 by 8. 8 ones are and 8 sevens are is 56. So the value of that unknown number which we have to get is x. X is equal to 7. Moving on to the 19th sum. We move to the 19th sum. The sum reads again as the sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 24. Find the numbers. Consecutive numbers means the ones which are in the sequential order. Again, we don't know the number. So always assume let the numbers be x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. Because you have to find 3 consecutive numbers. So this is the first number. This number plus 1, second number, and this plus 2 is the third number. So let the numbers be x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. Then we can write this as x plus x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 24. Now we add the x here, 1, 2 and 3. So I have written 3x here plus 1 and 2. So plus 3 is equal to 24. Now again like terms together in the next step. So you can see 3x is equal to 3. I take it onto the right hand side of equal to 24 minus 3. I get 21 as the answer. So 3x is equal to 21. Left hand side I have 3x. Right hand side I have 21. Keep x constant here. Take 3 below 21. So x is equal to 21 upon 3. I get my answer is equal to 7. So the first value of x which I get, or the value of x which I get, is 7. Okay. Now I need to find out the value for x plus 1. X is 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. And x plus 2. X is 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. Now you can have the values for all the three of them. X is equal to 7. X plus 1 is equal to 8. And x plus 2 is equal to 9. They are the 3 consecutive numbers in the sequential order, and if you add them also you will be getting 24. 7 and 8 is 15. 15 and 9 is 24, and you get 24. So your answer is correct. When we reach to the same number, we get 24. So we can say that yes, the answer is very much correct. Now moving down to the last sum. The last sum reads as Abhishek's father is 25 years older than him. If the sum of the present ages of both is 97 years, find their present ages. So I have already told you earlier, when we do not know a value for someone, we have to assume that as x. Here we know the value of x, that is Abhishek's father, we know the value, but we don't know the value for Abhishek. So what will we assume? Let Abhishek's present age be y years, because that is the variable and that is what we don't know. His father's age is what? 25 years elder to him. So it will be y plus 25 years. Yes, get my point? Okay. So now Abhishek's age plus his father's age, they total up to how much? 97. That is what the question goes. So Abhishek's age, as you know, is y, plus, because we have to add, his father's age is how much? Abhishek's age plus 25 years more than him. So Abhishek's age is y. So y plus 25. We will be getting how much? 97. Okay. So we continue the sum further. Abhishek's age plus his father's age gives us 97. So when we add y and y, we get 2y plus the 25 here is equal to 97. Again getting the like terms together. 2y as it is. 97 minus 25 will give you 72. So 2y LHS side, 72 on the right hand side. Now we'll keep y constant here and divide 72 by 2. 2 ones are and 2, 36 times will give us the value of y. So y is what we have earlier said, that y is the age of this boy Abhishek. So Abhishek's age is equal to y years is equal to 36 years. And his father's age 36. Abhishek's age plus 25 years. So his father's age is 36 plus 25 is equal to 61 years. So students, with this we finish off with our entire lesson, Introduction to Algebra. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson as I have did, and I hope now you won't make any mistakes. Remember your rules, your values, how they have to be put up, and you will be putting in the best of the efforts. With this I end my session. Goodbye all. Thank you. God bless. Thanks a lot.